Hello everybody, it's Jess and welcome back or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be talking about my plans for autumn and winter, pretty much the last 3 months of this year. So autumn is my favourite season and we are finally in autumn and I'm so excited. I love Halloween, I love bonfire night, I love the entire atmosphere of this season, I love all of the colours on the trees, and just the cozy vibes that it gives off. It gets dark at 5 o'clock every night and you can just sit at home wrapped up in your blankets with a hot drink and a good book and scary stories, and it's just my favorite time of the year. And speaking of scary stories, I like to read scary stories at this time of the year, and I've got a selection of books here that I want to get through this season, autumn and into winter, the last 3 months of 2022. I can't believe I am saying that. Not all of them are scary stories, some of them are thrillers, some of them are fantasies, but I've got a good selection of books. Some of them have a spooky theme and yeah, I'm looking forward to all of them. So without further ado, let's get into the TBR. So we will start with the spooky books, and I have 2 short story collections here. So the first one is 8 Ghosts. This is an English heritage book and it has 8 ghost stories in it. So we've got stories by Mark Haddon, Jeanette Winterson, Kate Clancy, Max Porter, authors who are known for writing their ghost stories or thrillers, things like that. And the stories are set within English heritage sites. So we've got medieval castles, Cold War bunkers, things like that. And it just sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I want to read more short story collections and I want to read more ghost stories. So this one is going to be perfect. And then the other one that I have is The Haunting Season. This is Ghostly Tales for Long Winter Nights. And again, this is another short story collection and it features authors like Kieran Millward Hargrave, Jess Kidd, Bridget Collins, and I'm so excited for this. I've had this book for quite a while actually. I've heard really good things about it, so I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that one. Yeah, so short stories galore there. And then it wouldn't be autumn without mentioning Stephen King. He is the king of horror. This is Cujo. I am actually going to be reading this for my Monstrous Mondays series and I'm really excited for this one. This is about a Saint Bernard dog called Cujo and he goes into a rabbit hole. He chases this rabbit down this hole and then he gets infected with rabies because the rabbits are rabid, and yeah, a lot of horrible shenanigans ensue. I don't really know too much about this one other than that, and I don't really know what people think of it, but I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. I mean, I love dogs and I don't want to read books about scary dogs, but also I do because I'm weird like that. And then totally different end of the spectrum, we've got a romance novel, The Ex-Hex, which is really hard to say. This is by Erin Sterling and this came out last year, I think. Yeah, it came out last year and I've heard really fun things about this. I've heard that it's great fun. I've heard that it's funny and heartwarming. This is about a woman who is a witch and she broke up with this guy, he broke her heart, and so she places a hex on him. And just sounds like it's gonna be, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's not something I would normally read, but I'm here for the vibes of it. And then we've got a thriller, which is The Apollo Murders. This is by Chris Hadfield. So Chris Hadfield was a commander on the International Space Station. He's Canadian. I've read some of his non-fiction stuff, really enjoyed it. This is his attempt at a murder mystery in space, I want to say. You've got a Russian and American crew, and they're heading to the moon. It says there's a lot of rivalry, and not everyone is who they appear to be. I've heard really good things about this. I've been wanting to get to it for ages, and I'm really ashamed that I haven't. So this is the season that we're gonna do it, guys. And then I have The Beautiful Ones. This is by Silvia Moreno Garcia. Loved Mexican Gothic. Really, really great book. I love the vibes of that. I love the weirdness of it. This one is a little bit different. This is more kind of like fantasy themed. And we are following a girl who is joining the ranks of some notable socialites. And she has telekinesis. And she meets an entertainer who has telekinesis as well, and he uses those skills to perform in front of people, and that's all I really know about it. But I am very intrigued by this one. It's not one that I've seen people talk about much, but it's just calling to me, and it has those really cozy, wintry vibes about it, you know? So there's that one. And then another thriller, well, a literary thriller actually, is Notes on an Execution by Dania Kakafka. I've heard incredible things about this one. This is from the perspective of three women who have some relation to this man on death row. And they are kind of just telling the story of how he came to be on death row and how they feel about it. I love the fox on the cover. It's just got those great autumnal feels to it. And I think I'm going to love this one. It just sounds like it's going to really do something for me. And then the last three books that I've got are fantasy books. Feast for Crows by George R.R. Martin. I don't know what I was doing there. This is the fourth book in the A Song of Ice and Fire series. I have been reading it again slowly throughout this year, and I really want to get to this one because this one is my favourite of the entire series. It focuses mainly on the Lannisters and King's Landing and all of their plots and schemes, and I'm just really excited to delve back into the world and get stuck in. I've also been watching House of the Dragon, which is absolutely incredible, and I'm just back in my Game of Thrones frenzy. So yeah, I've got to get to that one. And then the last two books that I've got are part of a series or a duology. I don't know if it is a duology or if it's going to be more than two books, but anyway, we have got Once Upon a Broken Heart and The Ballad of Never After. These are both by Stephanie Garber. This one recently just came out. I got this through the post not too long ago, and this one I pre-ordered last year. It came last year. But this is, what is it? It's a romance fantasy following Evangeline Fox, and the love of her life is about to marry someone else, and she's desperate to stop the wedding, so I guess she strikes a deal with the charismatic but wicked Prince of Hearts, and I don't really know what that entails, but I'm really looking forward to it. People have been enjoying this one a lot, and I'm very excited to see what the sequel will have to offer. I don't know what this one's about because I don't want to spoil myself, but I just feel like these are going to be the perfect books to read towards Christmas time, you know, with the fairy tale theme and stuff like that. So yeah, looking forward to those. And that is it, guys. That is my TBR for autumn and winter for the next 3 months of the year, and I'm looking forward to all of them. I say that all the time, but it's true. Yeah, I have nothing left to say, so feel free to let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of the books that I've mentioned today, what you thought of them, if you think there are any particular ones that I should prioritise. I always love to hear what you guys have to say. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a cheeky thumbs up if you liked it. You can also subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so you will be notified every single time I do upload, and I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye guys.